right away candidates. Just in summarize maybe your selling points, the 3 selling points quickly. Judah.
So briefly, my manifesto comprises of my compassion to treat all students equally, integrity to utilize the available resources for the benefit of all students of must, companion and peculiar organization to avoid bureaucracy, bias in my leadership. Finally, we shall have results from all the corners, so departments, fields of mass society. It will add value to us as students, as we add value to the institution, and avoid these evils of development, tribalism, religionism, sectarianism, such that we not face something like riots, demonstrations, strikes. That's what we have seen in other institutions. So I promise to have a better must in must reasons as my slogan. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Amanya.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm Amanya Anthony. I'm doing business. I'm actually becoming a manager after my course.
Right.
So
you're becoming a business manager.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm contesting for guild presidency, and actually I can't go on to say anything when I'm saying it's a revolution. We are saying we want a revolution. A revolution is like a fundamental change, you know. Yeah. A revolution.
She's so manipulating people.
A revolution is actually a fundamental change.
Right.
And you know, a revolution, there are 2 types of revolutions. It can either be peaceful or violent. But as you are beginning a revolution, you start with a peaceful means. So what we are saying is, we have to make this revolution, but starting with a peaceful means. You get me? And if the peaceful means fail, then we shall have to employ other means to see that our revolution does not fail.
Joseph,
thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Just as you stated, unfortunately, you got it wrong that I'm from the north. I'm from the eastern part.
You're from the east, and I hear you're popularly known as Igwe.
Yes, exactly.
Surely.
Yeah. My issue is just to make sure that MUST is a university for everyone in this country. Yeah. I'm trying to bring cohesion.
Sheila, you are the only female in this race against 4 men. What provoked you to say, "Let me stand"?
I'm the only bull in the crowd. I should be the only cow in the crowd.
Yeah.
But when I came in my first year, I was just to be the lady fresher. The lady fresher represents all freshers, the guild. However, they are not given the constitutional rights to make any decision. You just sit and
a
fresher ceremonial. In my second year, I became the chief editor. And all this while, I was not given constitutional rights. But fortunately, I was allowed to sit in the gallery and see how some of these things were being deliberated on. So the 2 years I got, the exposure I got to the problems of the students has inspired me to come, because I saw how our interests as students was being swept under the carpet. So it is that has motivated me, that has driven me to serve and fully give up myself for the good of this university.
Yes, please.
Yeah, thank you. I'm Henry Mark Lugove, actually 4th year medicine, and just have 1 more year to go, you know. But what's my inspiration? You know, the time I've been here for 4 years, you know, each time we end up, the guild has eaten money, that guild has eaten money. And then when you look outside the box, the country is going the same way. So we are saying we can raise a new generation from us. We can say that we can raise young professionals for this country. And for us, our vision is to inspire and raise a God-centered, purpose-driven, and community-focused generation of young professionals. So in that sense, God-centered, that fine, it's a secular university, but still you remain whatever religion you are or whatever relationship you have. Purpose-driven, you know, you've come for medicine, but you can do other things. You know, this world needs a unique person. The university must be able to get that unique person. You know, at the end of the day, when you are presenting yourself as a job, it's not about a degree, because 100 of you will graduate. But they need a unique person. NTV needs a unique person. You know, community focused. We are saying you get as much as you give society. You know, and these are traits that should be gotten from university.
But someone looks at you and says, okay, you're a 4th year student, you have 1 year. How come what makes me think, what even makes me think you won't steal our money and leave and we'll never know where you are?
The beauty of it is that time allowed is also important. You know, if I come up in first year, what are you going to lead in first year? Now, if you come up in second year, fine, okay, good. But 4 years is enough for you to see and actually effect something in 1 year, rather than going out to try, because you don't know how things have been.
I'll probably ask Legend, you at this university, you went to MUST.
Yeah.
What are some of those key areas that the university must actually focus on?
Firstly, all these guys have not had. Is there anyone from DS?
Yeah, I'm the one.
Yeah, he's the one from DS.
Yeah,
DS has been at MUST for 10 years. Development studies has been at MUST for 10 years. Actually, I was a student of DS, and they came one day and they said they want to scrap it off. So I just wanted to know from these guys,
Yes.
all the candidates, their say about the scrapping off of DS.
About a year ago, there was this issue of the DS course being scrapped off the university syllabus.
Curriculum, right?
Yeah. So what happened was that there were different explanations that were given, and we can't independently confirm that. One was that it's being transferred to there's some place, I've forgotten its name, Chihumru along Bushenyi Road. Something
What
that
reasons are they giving? Initially, it was brought here to be a course unit, not a course. So we are told that in the
service
process,
course unit.
it was, yes, a service course unit under maybe medicine or because this was an initially.
It's a community-based.
Yes.
Our university is community.
Initially, I think people decided to take it upon themselves, maybe the administration, and said we are going to make it a course. So this was a directive from the president.
I'd like us to focus on key areas like your library. I've read all your manifestos, and all of you are saying we will bring more books. What makes you think that you're going to bring more books?
In the library, you find there books which are actually have been there for over 10 years. So what we are saying now is the library should be updated at least every month, because it's a university. This is a public university.
What do you want them to do with those books that have been there for 10 years?
Of course, they
Throw
should
them
be
away?
there. No, they don't have to throw them away. But what I'm saying is they should be updating, bring in new books, bring in new editions, bring in new, as in new stuff.
Are you trying to tell us that the lecturers and the professors and the head of departments do not know what is happening? Oh, should I say that the books in stock are useless now? Because you must tell people the truth.
When you come as a president, it looks like, because you're fighting for DS people for no books, you're fighting for medicine people for no books, and maybe you're a science student, education, you know. So the person listening to you may not know how important the issue is. So we want to have a class representatives forum, so that these things come, we meet them once a month, you know, and follow up these issues.
You go to the library, you want a book to do research, you cannot find that book. You sit in the shed to use the wireless is the slowest, slower than the snail. So how will you do that as a new generation from us?
Now that's important, because at the end of the day we need to show people that the wireless is important. You know, that means they can work on the speed and we work on it as an alternative. Otherwise we can't keep it there because it's slow and start fighting for new books.
Right.
You see? So let them work on making it faster. We shall work on Googling the things we need.
This university has existed for more than 2 decades.
Right.
And the books that are there, I've been to the library myself. There is a place called the short loan department where the very important books are placed, and usually lecturers, that's where lecturers advise students to go and pick the books from. And then there is the open shelves where various kinds of books are picked from. And I believe that all those books are necessary. The problem with students is that when they're given a specific type of book to go and look for, that's the only place they think they can get the information from. And then you see that we don't have books, but books are actually there.
I want to talk on security. You guys, how will you improve on poor security that is affecting the non-residential students?
The first thing is taking responsibility of our actions. We all know the danger spots around the university, and we also know that moving in groups at least helps protect our lives, because we don't know the circumstances under which she was robbed, because very many students have been attacked in various streets. Okay, now it all starts with us. If we can't take responsibility of such actions, you know, students are very funny. You might find that they're going to, I'm not saying him, but there are students who move at night to go and dance, and when they're coming back they get attacked, because even the border men themselves who carry them sometimes might be robbers themselves. Now there's also the issue of security. Non-residents, there are some residents who stay in places where it's a mixture of so many elements of society. There are all kinds. You can't say it's not a students area for residents. They just rent. Now you find that when the students leave, their own neighbors might drop them.
Right.
Okay.
I'd like us to get practical.
Right.
Your manifesto said you're going to deal with the security.
Now let's
Let's listen.
A moment.
Each one of you says security is a big problem. Then you turn around in funny words, but you never provide a solution.
Yeah.
So
Did you read mine?
I'd like you to tell your people.
The change we all need has the
because
perfect
if I may-
solution.
Yes, what are you going to do?
Now, you see,
Bring something practical.
first of all, as the guild, we are not armed. We don't have bullets, and we are not asking for bullets anyway. But what we can do, there's what they call coordination. We coordinate with the police. The police is just a mile away from our university. So if we keep them in close contact with what is going on in the university, that can be possible.
To cut you short, Sheila.
Number two.
To cut you short. We've heard of students who stay as far as Kashanyaras. How are you going to be to address such a problem? Because police is something like 2 kilometers from campus, and Kashanyala is something like 3 kilometers from campus. So will we have a police officer working with any student who goes out of campus?
Let me hear from Henry. Yes.
For us on the issue of security, when I met my brother Miss, you know, it was after the death of a policeman. You know, and the attention this nation gave to one serving officer versus one other citizen in Uganda. This nation, we have a right to be protected.
Who do you look
inspires
up
you
to?
in the politicians, you know?
Because all of
my
you
mentor is called Nelson Mandela.
Okay.
Yes, because in the stages of psychology, the last stage is called acclimatization stage. It's the one around which acclimatization is said, I no longer need more food, I no longer need more money, I need my knowledge to be passed to the next generations in order for the benefit of the nation of Africa.
Dr.
Is my mentor.
You people have competition.
Yes.
My mentor, it will definitely have to be Ellen Johnson Sirleaf.
Right.
You know, in her book, she said, if your dreams are not big enough, if your dreams do not scare you, then they are not big enough. And because she came in the time when Liberia was in a post violence kind of thing, and she has been able to streamline Liberia back to normal. I believe with the challenges we have had as must, I can be able to streamline it to a better.
They're going to give you a run for your money.
Yes, Henry.
Yeah, mine is actually Martin Luther. You know, 40 years after his death, we have a black president. But his approach, together with Gandhi, you know, inspiring people to actually do things. You know, that kind of approach where we make you, Brian, believe that if you come together as a society, you can have a tarmac road.
Right.
You know, that inspiration, it just drives me, you know, it kills me. You know, we are supposed to inspire these students to know that they can be the change they want to be.
Saying amen.
Joseph.
Yeah, my inspiration is Barack Obama.
Sorry?
Barack Obama is my inspiration. One of the main things that he fought against all odds to become the first black president of the United States of America. Now, one of the quotes I read from Barack Obama is that after winning, he was like, the pessimists thought I could not win in a place like this with a name like Obama. Okay, and that is the thing that has been around campus. The moment you come up with a name that is they're like, you've already paid.
Right.
Okay, but Obama inspires me a lot because he did not look at all that. Okay, because as a leader, when you try to do something right, there are people who are going to stand in the way and criticize you, and they're going to say, no, this is the political culture, this is the